Hi, guys. Welcome back to Our Daddy's a Donor. I'm Carly,
I'm Riley.
and we're your hosts, as you should already
Woohoo!
know, because we're on episode 11.
Holy crap. And we're wearing costumes again.
Yep,
We look cute.
October, baby. This week we have so much going on.
We have a lot going on. Our show
Just so
came
many
out.
things. Yes, our segment of My Extraordinary Family came out on Saturday night for our time.
Yeah.
And it's kind of blowing up, but like, I don't know if the podcast is really blowing up. We're hoping maybe I don't know.
Well, it
But
hasn't come out on Snapchat yet. It first came out on YouTube. And
mhm.
I have the stats currently. YouTube, it has 21,000 views. And then it came out on Facebook. And on Facebook, it has 125,000 views.
Which is wild.
Yeah. So we're still waiting for it to come out on Snapchat. And they actually
And
just came out with an episode
I
today. Were you
know.
going to say that? Yeah.
Yeah, they came out with an episode of something and it wasn't us. And I was like, what the heck?
I know. I have the notifications turned on and I got
Me
one.
too.
So I looked at it really fast and I was like, ah,
I know. I was hoping it was us. I was kind of annoyed, but whatever.
yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. We shared it to our Instagram. It should still be on there. Let me check real quick. It should be in our highlights, I think.
Or if
Sugar
you just want
on.
to search it on Facebook, you could search Love Don't Judge and then just go on like home
Mhm.
or posts probably and you'll see it.
Yeah. If not, you can go on YouTube to Truly,
Mm-hmm.
and it should be like the most recent one there. But yeah, it's kind of just our little bit of our story and meeting our bio dad and everything like that. We did give you kind of a overview of it when we did it. Kinda, it was short. So if anybody has any questions, reach out to us. It was fun. It
Yeah.
was overwhelming. It was a lot when we were doing it. Like,
Yeah.
it's fun kind of seeing the behind the scenes of it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then like knowing, like I was watching it and then kind of when it was like, oh, we're going to meet our donor dad today, I was like, we didn't do that day.
I told my mom that. I was like, actually, we did not film that on that day. She's like,
Yeah,
what?
I know. So like, just if anybody has any questions, but it was fun. It was
Yeah.
cool.
It
Good
was funny.
experience.
I was like, "Do you see when Carly's mom like comes through the front door?" She's like, "Yeah." I was like, "She had already been in the house for like an
Yeah.
hour. That was probably our like third time doing that take. I had given her like three
Yeah.
hugs already." It was so funny.
Yeah. And you could see how like kind of awkward we were. But I like that like some parts where I felt super awkward filming it, it didn't feel as awkward watching it. Like you couldn't tell as
Yeah.
much, which was, I was like, thank God, because the only thing I really hate is when we're meeting him, I can't stop nervous laughing. And it's like
Mm-hmm.
my really ugly, like fake, like, like, and I kept doing it.
Yeah.
When people were watching it at work, I'm like, I need to walk away. Goodbye. Like, I
I
could
know.
not listen to it because I kept doing it. And
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to message him and be like, can you take out like 7 of these laughs, please?
Yeah, just like mute them.
Oh, I hated it. I hated it.
I
'Cause,
did
like,
this weird thing
they
with
didn't
my
need them.
hands.
Mm-hmm.
No, right when you were laughing when we first met him, I was doing this weird thing where I was just shaking both my hands to wave. I don't know why I did that. I was like, "Oh,
Hi.
hi." Like a baby's like waving, "Hello."
Oh my
I
god.
was like, ugh, I forgot I did that too. And I was like, oh man, now I look dumb, but it was good.
Yeah. And like, oh, my favorite part that from like feedback from it from other people, my mom said she like rewatched it and she said I like when I was talking with my hands, it reminded me of like it reminded her of my grandma a lot. And I was like, oh,
Aw,
sweet. So yeah, she's like, oh, your grandma used to talk with her hands like exactly the same way as you. And I was like, oh, it is so cute.
that is so cute.
Yeah. I didn't realize I talked with my hands so much. I think I do it more when I'm sitting
Mm-hmm.
because I get awkward. I don't think I do it as much. I don't know. I don't think I do it as much in person, but maybe I do.
Uh,
Maybe just when I'm nervous.
I haven't really noticed you do it, but I don't
I
know. I
did
don't
it
think I
so
do
much in
it.
that video.
I have to go look now.
But when we're sitting on the couch,
Oh, I
watch
did see it
watch
then.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. As I'm doing it right now, but
Yeah.
if
That's
yeah,
funny.
when we're sitting on the couch, like I notice myself doing it a lot. I'm like very.
Oh, yeah. That was like the couch of questions. How many questions did we even answer sitting there?
Oh, there
Didn't
was
you
like
say it was like 100?
30.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's
I was like,
probably like
100.
100. No, it was probably close to 100. It
Yeah.
took 2 hours, I think.
We were sitting there for a while.
Hmm.
We should count how many questions we actually answered.
yeah, I don't know. Well, we don't have the full footage, so it don't matter now.
That's true. I kind of want the full footage just to see how like awkward some of the stuff was.
I asked them for it. I don't know if I
Ooh,
told you. I asked them if they could make us like a little
like a blooper thing.
reel, yeah, like a blooper reel, because I asked for
Yeah.
the footage and they're like, we can't give you like the raw footage. I was like, okay, can you just ask the production team if they can put like a 30-second reel together of
Mm-hmm.
anything that, but I haven't heard back yet. She's like, oh, I'll see what I can do. But that
Aw.
was on like Friday. So I know they're pretty busy with putting it out. But that being said, we did post our, well, I posted our episode in the We Are Donor Conceived community on Facebook. So we did get a question from there. So I guess we can answer that now. I feel like we've answered it a bit on the podcast, but maybe not directly, just like
Mm-hmm.
kind of going based off other people's stories. Um, so this person asked, how did you go about reaching out to your donor? Phone, email, verified letter, and how in depth did you go in your initial contact? So I did answer it on there, but we'll just answer it kind of maybe more in depth here because I didn't want to write her a whole goddamn
Oh,
story.
I know, right?
But maybe I don't know if you want to answer that because you did
Yeah.
more of it.
So, um, I found Carly on Ancestry, but then after like a couple years, I was like, well, one of us should do the 23andMe just to see if there's any more siblings or whatever. I think we were both kind of curious to see what the donor looked like or if we can find like a picture. So I did the 23andMe and I got my results back. That's when I matched with two other siblings, but I also matched with the donor's cousin and brother. So then I messaged them and I kind of told them like the whole story about like how I met Carly, how long we've been talking, that kind of stuff. And I think they kind of knew like about the donor situation because one other donor conceived kid from Grant had reached out to him already. So I think he had to have told them
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So they kind of knew like who I was. And then his cousin gave him my information, and then Grant added me on Facebook. Then I messaged him on there. Then we went from Facebook to email to WhatsApp. And then I think the email just said his WhatsApp number. And then I was messaging him for like a day. And I gave him Carly's information. And then right away he started messaging her. And then all three of us were in like this group chat messaging back and forth
Yeah. So I
with all of
actually
us.
went back and found the messages, and I
Ooh.
think you had actually said to him that there was another person, like aka me, and
Mm-hmm.
I took the WhatsApp number and I reached out. So
Oh, did you reach out
I
first?
reached out first, yeah. So I said,
Oh,
"Hi Grant, I hope you're doing well. My name is Carly, and Riley let me know you both have been chatting and getting to know each other. I know she's mentioned me a bit and that you were open to talking. It's very nice to meet you. Looking forward to get to know more about each other." And then he responded, "Wow, I have a million questions for you. What do you know of my relation to you?" So he must have thought like I didn't know he was the donor dad.
yeah.
I was like, Riley's let me know a few things. I'm pretty sure you're our donor, correct? I was one of the sisters that didn't know about it until Riley contacted me on Ancestry DNA a few years back. Otherwise, I don't know too much as my parents were allowed to know anything. And then he just said, then I'm likely your donor. One of the other kids call me her bio dad. Are your parents in Toronto too? And then we kind of just started talking back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And like found out that he lives near me, like he's only a couple hours away. Um, and then like I was working in Toronto at the time, so like we literally were pretty close in our work offices were really close, which was super weird. I don't work there anymore, but yeah, just like getting to know each other. And then we ended up setting up a three-way call. He did say like he gave me his phone number to call him, and I was just like, I'm heading out to dinner, but like I'd rather do it like with Riley.
Yeah.
I just feel too awkward to do it myself. So thank God we did have
Mm-hmm.
each other because it would have been. I don't think the call would have lasted as long as it did.
No.
Um,
Our first call was what, like
it was
2 hours?
at
All three
least
of
two
us?
hours, yeah. And then I think somebody had to go. It was probably me, but yeah, it was good. Just like basically we just kind of compared like our lives, I think, and then like
Mm-hmm.
I tried like finding similar characteristics and looks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was a good first 2 hours. It definitely wouldn't have lasted that long if I think if it was just like one on one. I don't think I would have personally managed
Yeah.
it, but
No, I wouldn't have either.
yeah. But I was gonna say, like, since this person asked that question, I'm sure they were kind of like they're probably not as lucky as us, where they have other people to help them reach out, and they're probably not reaching
Mm.
out via us, like a cousin or another family member.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
so like I feel like we kind of touched on this maybe last episode or the one before that, but just like you kind of have to rip off the band-aid, you know? Like you have to
Mm-hmm.
be it's such a tough subject. Like there's no easy way to go about it regardless. Like you kind of have to mentally prepare yourself that anything could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Um
And usually, like, texts and emails are a lot easier than just jumping into like a FaceTime
oh
call.
god,
So
no,
if you
yeah.
are doing it, like, yeah. So since we did do it like together, I think the FaceTime call was fine. But if one of us had to do it by ourselves, I'm sure it would have
Yeah.
just been like messages or emails going back and forth for at least a little bit. That's what I would have done. I wouldn't have jumped right into like a call.
Yeah. And honestly, I think it if we didn't have each other to like jump in the call together, I personally probably would have wanted to meet in person first, then doing a FaceTime. I
Really?
think so, because I think if it was like at a coffee shop or something, where there's like a bit of a time limit, like you can kind of decide like, oh, I gotta go. But like a phone call, I don't know. A phone call is like you don't get the full experience of someone. But since it was the three of us, I'm glad it was a phone call first. But I think if it was
Yeah.
just me by myself, I would have probably felt more comfortable in person, honestly.
Oh.
I think it just
Whoa.
diminishes like the awkwardness because you can kind of focus on other things around you instead of just one on one on a
Mm-hmm.
FaceTime call, right? So
Yeah.
I personally would have rather it been in person if it was just me,
Yeah, that's true.
because yeah, I don't think I could have handled a FaceTime call by myself. But I
Plus,
probably
I feel like
no, go ahead.
it like lasted so long because like there's three of us like comparing stuff, and like you and I had
Yeah,
talked for a while before, so we had already like met in person, so we had like that kind of stuff to compare
yeah,
and like tell him all about like our meeting and like when we met and stuff. But if it was just like each one of us talking, yeah, I don't think it would have lasted as long.
yeah. No, definitely not. But I mean, yeah, like I said, it's a touchy subject. I mean, there's no easy way to go about
Mm-hmm.
it at all. You're you're hopping in, like if you decide to do it, you're full throttle at this point because like
Yeah.
there's not really any turning back, unfortunately. So I
Mm-hmm.
hope that answered the question. But yeah, that's a lot.
we yeah, we try to help.
Yeah. And then our other one other thing we've been noticing, obviously because of the video coming out, there are more people finding our podcast, but then there's just random people also finding our podcast. So we wanted to shout out someone that found us and left us a voice message. His name's Nick, and he is also from Canada. And he
Yeah.
reached out about how our podcast has really been helping him. And when I first heard the message, I got it first. Um, and I literally like started crying because I was just like so touched. Um, just that like we had been helping even just one person has felt
Mm-hmm.
so nice. So yeah, and then I sent it to Riley and I was like, I'm bawling. Like it was just so sweet. And it was like a
It was so
voice
nice.
message
Yeah.
too. So it just makes it like a little bit more personable.
Mm-hmm.
So Nick, if you're listening, thank you so much. And you will probably have an email from us before this comes out. I'm hoping to send it out today, but um, I'm just really busy and going through personal things. So, but yeah, we'll hopefully have it to you soon. But if not, this is
Yeah.
our official thank you so much. And we're so glad
Yeah.
that you listened to us. It really touched us. So, yeah.
We appreciate you.
Uh huh. Um,
Oh,
oh my goodness, I hear
did you
your
hear
puppy.
her?
Yeah. Show it for the
Oh,
YouTubers.
should I show her?
Riley
Guys,
got
she's
her
sleeping.
puppy.
Okay, I gotta wake her up. She's gonna do a lot of grumbling because she hates when I wake her up. Okay, here she is.
Look at that cute little face. I just want to cry. Oh, she's like too bright. I don't want to look.
She's like falling asleep. Her name is Esther, and she is a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, and she's a runt. So she is supposed to get between 12 and 15, 16-ish
She's
pounds.
literally going to weigh the same as Salem.
Yeah, she is not going to weigh very much, but that's okay as long as she can get up and down the stairs by herself, because she has been waking up at 4:45 in the morning for her bathroom breaks. So, which I have to carry her downstairs to go outside.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
But she's doing good. She's kind of crazy. She likes shoes. That's her new thing, is eating shoes. Anything but her toys she will chew.
Well, she's our new mascot.
Oh my god, cute. Yeah, she is.
Our daddy's a
she's
donor
fun.
mascot.
Cute. Yeah, she's not very lively right now because she's tired. Apparently, that's all puppies do.
Yep. All they do is sleep. They're like babies.
Yeah. We added her to the crew, so now I have 3 dogs and 3 cats.
Oh my God.
Good old even number. And they like her, surprisingly. The first thing she did with one of our cats, her name is Kidder. Our cat, she is like the friendliest one. She Esther went up and grabbed her by the tail and tried to pull it because she thought it was a rope.
Oh my God.
And Kidder just went whack and like screamed and
Aw.
ran away.
Awful.
It was so funny.
Oh my
But
God.
like Molly loves her. If you guys like know, I have a little chihuahua and she's like 13. She's very old, but she is very sassy. And she has not grumbled or barked at Esther once, other than when Esther stepped on her head when she was sleeping.
Well, that's something to be grumbly about, so.
I almost spit out my water.
Oh my God. Well.
That's funny. That's true.
Oh, Riley's reading a story today, everybody. You get to hear her beautiful voice. It's not just me anymore. She's getting into it.
It's a long one, too.
Yeah.
I like this one.
I haven't read this one at all. So you're going to get
it relates to me like a little bit more than Carly.
Yeah.
So,
and then we have a second story after that. That is a listener write-in. And she's from the Netherlands. So I'm super excited because she's...
That's great. I just got goosebumps. Yeah. Like, how are you guys so far away?
Which is so cool because the analytics...
Like that place, it's not real.
It's not real.
I don't know.
The analytics said we had listeners from the Netherlands, and now we're seeing her. Like, well, not seeing her, but now we're getting her story. So it's nice. I'm like, ooh. But yeah.
I like that.
All right. Are you ready? Are you ready to read your story?
You're making me nervous.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It's okay. So we get into it.
Let's get into it.
Cool. Okay. It's titled Needing Some Advice from DCP. So donor conceived people. Peeps. Okay. I'm an only child and sperm DC. I was absolutely desperate for siblings from ages 3 to 7, like begging my parents, trying to convince them to adopt, etc. They had their reasons for not wanting a second child, one of which was similar to yours, is that my mom was older when I was born and the birth was very dangerous. Now that I'm an adult, I'm glad my parents didn't cave to my pressures. I was lonely, but it wasn't because I didn't have siblings. It was because I struggled to make and maintain friendships, which was a different problem altogether. And I was definitely glorifying the idea of what a sibling meant, ignoring the drawbacks. Being an only child doesn't have to be a bad thing. It just means the kid needs extra support in making friends. I ended up going to a child therapist to help me with friendship strategies. It helped a lot at the time. As it turns out, I have dozens of siblings already. My parents didn't try to facilitate?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Relationships with them when I was little. And I think I'll forever wish that they had. Now that we're adults, it's hard to find things to bond over with strangers. But if I had grown up knowing about them, seeing them sometimes, sort of like cousins, I think I would have felt a little less lonely and more connected to them. So it sounds like you're already doing the thing I wish my parents had, connecting with half siblings. My advice would be to keep doing what you're doing, engage with your kid siblings, and offer them support and friendships.
Sorry, I'm just reading it again.
Okay. That was a comment.
I was like, I'm so confused.
But it showed up as like the top thing. Okay. We're gonna cut it and then insert the thing.
Where is it though? Okay? It's been removed.
Was it?
Yeah. It says needing some advice from DCPs removed. Damn it, we should have taken a screenshot.
It was posted yesterday.
Bitches.
Well, the whole gist of it was like that person commented saying they were like an only child and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and like how it was growing up. And I kind of felt the same. Like I had one best friend growing up, and I still have her. Shout out to Brianna because I know you're listening. But she is the closest thing I have like to a sibling, like
Yeah.
a in-person sibling other than Carly. But it's kind of like I don't want to say I was like lonely because I definitely wasn't lonely. But it's like you're just like alone as like being like a kid. Like there's not another kid in the house.
Yeah.
It's like parents with a kid. So I think um I had like nobody to pick on, nobody to pick on me. So I don't know. It's kind of hard because you're how many years older than your brother?
4.
Four, yeah. So I mean, pretty much you had a sibling like forever.
Oh yeah, like we grew up picking
Yeah.
on each other. Like we beat each other up.
Really?
Like,
God.
oh yeah, we used to literally. I mean, like sometimes you're lucky you didn't have a sibling, like because we used my parents probably hated us because we were so violent towards each other. Like I'm pretty
Oh
sure
my
my
god.
brother, and he'd have to attest to this because I don't remember, but he talks about it sometimes where he literally hit me over the head with a golf club. Yeah, like
What?
so that's the extent. And like I remember I used to grab his arm and put my nails like right into his arm, and
What's
like
wrong
I
with
know, oh,
you?
we hated each other when we were kids. Like
Oh my
we
god.
just beat each other to death. So
Yeah.
now we're friends. But
But like you guys did you guys like hang out at all or
when I was a
like
kid, no.
but like Christmas was like you guys opening presents together.
Yeah, but
So like but like stuff like that is like you want like I always see like you know those Hallmark movies where they have like the parents and then like all the kids and they all go around open presents
yeah.
whatever whatever. But it's just me opening presents. Like how exciting can that be when there's a mom and a dad just staring at a kid opening
Well,
presents?
we
It's
had it like that
awkward.
too, though, where we would take turns opening presents, and it
Yeah.
was that's even more awkward because you're sitting there watching your sibling open their presents, and then you're opening your presents, and then like my mom would open hers, and
Yeah.
my stepdad would open theirs. Now we just like all kind of go ham, but my mom is like
Oh yeah.
insane lately. Like the last 2 Christmases, she's been crazy and just given us so much because she bought my brother a gun safe. I think like 2 years ago, so he has
Oh
this
well.
huge gun safe, and it was like pretty expensive. So instead
Mm-hmm.
of just like being normal, my mom decided she needed to make it equal. And whatever she spent on him, she
Oh.
was like, oh, I got to spend it on Carly. And just went fucking ham. And I remember David was there opening gifts with me, and the gifts just like kept coming and kept coming and kept coming. And I'm like, I swear
Mm-hmm.
it's not normally like this. Like, I don't know what's going on. And I think she had gotten a big bonus.
Weird.
Like, and
Oh
I
yeah.
was 26, 27, 26. So
Mm-hmm.
like I don't I didn't need the presents. I would have taken the money honestly, or just like nothing at all. Like I don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she did it again this last past year, and I'm like, I just told David last year that this wasn't normal, and you did it again. Like freaking calm
Yeah.
down. I'm grateful 100% because like
Yeah.
we weren't I don't think our presents were that crazy when we were younger. They were still great. They were amazing. But like
Mm-hmm.
I felt like Dursley from Harry Potter when he gets 30
Oh
million
yeah.
presents. Like it was ridiculous. So, but I mean,
My parents were wild. I have to show you some of the Christmases. Like I think we had like a 6 foot tree. Half of the tree was missing. It was gone. It was like a whole room just dedicated to
see,
presents.
you're
When
Dudley.
I was
You're
little,
Dudley.
no, like actually. And then when I grew up, I was like, usually people grow up and they get all like spoiled. I probably was in like junior high, but like now, every single year, I'm like, please don't get me presents.
Yeah, I
I
get
just
my
don't.
mom always asks me now, and I'm like,
Hmm.
I give her specific like items. I'm like, if you're gonna spend the money, like at least make it something that I
Right.
need. So
Yeah. I don't want to be mean when I say that either. So now this year, I made like an Amazon wish list and I'm just
I
going to
should send
send her
that to
the
my
link.
mom. I have one
Yeah.
too. I should do that. Well, I mostly just asked for
Hmm.
like one year she paid for my tires and my brakes to get done.
Oh, I like
Yeah, but then
that.
like she'll pay for that and then she'll still buy me more stuff, and I'm like, can you fucking stop? Like just give
Yeah.
me my adult things and I'm fine with it. It sucks,
Yeah.
but I'm fine with it. Or like if there's certain clothes I was like really wanting, I'll send them to her.
Oh
But
yeah.
other than that, like I'm like I don't need it. Send me on
Yeah.
vacation. Actually, would be the nice thing.
Oh well,
If
it
you're listening,
sucks
mom.
because my send her. Oh, send me too. I'll come.
Mm-hmm.
I'll chaperone.
Chaperone.
She can send
You're
us
the
both.
little one.
You're right. You can chaperone me.
No, we don't need a fucking chaperone. Fuck that shit.
That's true. We can just go. But my birthday's what 24
Oh
days
fuck.
after Christmas.
I
No,
always forget
or
your
no. I
birthday's
guess
soon.
it's a little longer. Yeah. Well, my birthday's January
I know,
24th,
I always
so
forget.
it's a month after Christmas.
We're
Which
6 months apart.
every year, here we are. Nope, 6 months and
A
like a
couple
year,
days.
2 years.
Well, I mean, like just the birth
Oh,
date.
oh yeah. I was like, Carly, I'm not that old.
And fuck you. Excuse
Not,
me.
not, not calling you old,
You're a
but
bitch. So just kidding.
yeah, it's like in the summer. I always wish that my birthday wasn't in January because it's just
Oh
like
yeah, I
I
love
don't
having
know.
my birthday in the summer.
Yeah, I bet.
Love it.
Yeah, whatever.
Fun fact.
Jealous.
I don't want to talk about my coworker 2 episodes in a row, but Dave, the hot one.
That's cute one. Ugh.
His wedding anniversary is my birthday, and he has it tattooed on his arm. So I
Oh my
always
god.
say that he's got my birthday tattooed on his arm because he loves me.
Oh my
And he's like, "It's my
gosh.
anniversary," and I'm like, "Nah, it's my birthday." He's like, "It literally
That's so
says the
cute.
year. I think it's like 2015 or something," and I'm like, "It's still my birthday." So
That's funny.
yeah, forever.
That's funny.
Might as well just put my name underneath it. Just
Might
kidding.
as well.
I hope you love.
I like how you had to add like the hot one.
Oh, Mike was so sassy with me when he listened to it, and I was like, "No, that's Dave." And then he's like, "Oh, you don't think I'm the cute one?" It's like, "Sorry, Mike. I didn't mean for you to think of it like that."
Yeah, but Dave's like cute and he had jokes, so
Okay, he's gonna listen. He started listening to the podcast, and he's been like,
oh.
he just fucking binged it. So he's gonna hear this
Oh
probably this
god.
week while I'm at work. Probably he's gonna listen to it in the morning, and we're just gonna ego boost him, and he's gonna love it.
Oh crap. No, I don't want to do that.
Me neither. His ego's big
Ugh.
enough.
Yeah.
It's fucking huge.
Huge.
But we can tell Mike he's cute too. Mike, you're cute. There you go.
I don't know what he looks like. I don't want to lie. But I
I'll
mean,
send you.
God.
I'll send you a picture. He's also a comedian, like a legit, like does stand up,
Oh. Ugh, those
and
are
it's
fun.
he's covered in tattoos, so that just makes it 10 times better.
Oh.
There you
Fun. Are
go.
they black and white? Can I just color them all with like a
They're
marker?
already colored.
With a marker?
No, they're not colored with a marker. They're just all.
Oh.
He already has colored. Though I'm sure he'd let his
Oh.
daughter. He's got a 5-year-old daughter, so I'm
Why
sure
does
he would.
everybody either have kids or they're married? What the heck?
I don't know. It's
I'm
not
missing
fair.
out. I know. I gotta find me one of them.
A married man with kids?
No, just
I'm
the
just
part,
kidding.
but just the part before they're married with kids.
Just them
Just a
being
guy.
hot. Okay. Just being a hot daddy without the kids.
Slim pickings over here.
Okay, I don't want to talk about that anymore because Dave's gonna literally just be like, "Oh my god, my ego. Oh my god, my podcast is all about you, Dave."
He's gonna
You're
be like jumping
welcome.
around. Yeah.
As long as he doesn't play this in the warehouse, I'll be
Oh my
okay.
god! Now you gave him an idea.
No, I told him he's
Nice.
not allowed to play it in the warehouse.
Okay.
I don't want it on a speaker. So he was playing it in his car the other day, and he picked up one of my coworkers, and so my coworker was listening to it, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" But my
Oh my
coworker
god.
said whatever story he was listening to, it was like episode 2 or something. I think I can't remember. Whatever story he was listening to, he said it was really funny, and I was like, "Oh my god, you have to listen to our last episode, episode 10, because it was
I feel like I'm on that
wild."
too.
Oh my god! So I don't know. I'll have to ask them tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I'm not in there today. But
Yeah. I feel like every episode we get funnier.
we're just so funny.
We got jokes,
We
guys.
should be a comedian.
Yeah,
my
we
throat. Sorry.
What was that?
I'm like really phlegmy all of a sudden from my coffee.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
my like espresso has kicked in. My quadruple espresso. Salem. No, thank you. I think it's kicked in because I'm just like fucking ready to go.
Whoa, you look like you were on something there.
That's what you should put as the picture. My eyes like this. Just kidding.
Stop, because I'm going to
No,
now.
please don't. I looked cute in the
Okay.
other cut.
I just you
You can
did.
zoom.
Okay,
You can
fine.
zoom in on it in the video.
I'm
In the
gonna. I should. I've seen people do like where they oh my god. Where
my
people
eyes.
do like their editing, they don't have it like they have it side by side when both people are like kind of there. But then if like one person's being weird, they'll like zoom in and I'm
Good.
like, oh, I could do that.
You
It's
should
just a
do
lot
it.
of work. Okay, maybe I'll
Just
start.
do it for like the funny parts.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, I
I don't
forgot
know
what
how
you were
to.
talking
I don't know
about.
how to segue out of this right now.
Only children. You're kind of. Oh, something's beeping outside.
I'll give it a second.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm the only child too. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it doesn't. But hopefully, you have donor siblings. If not, I'm so sorry.
Well, we wouldn't be reading your story if you didn't. So,
Well, we didn't read it because it got deleted.
yeah. Screw you for deleting your story. We wanted to read it, but it's fine.
Wonder why they deleted it.
I know. Okay, we do have another story, and it's a little wild. And sorry, just poking myself in the eye.
It's okay.
I wanted to do more research into this, but we just didn't get a chance. So hopefully we can, because it's really freaking crazy. And yeah, maybe we'll try to do more research for like not next week's episode, but the week after, and we'll get some more information from this girl, maybe. But her name is, I think it's pronounced Sasha. It's got a lot of extra letters. No, it's got like one extra letter, but
Oh, I was like, what?
I'm just kidding. I think it's Sasha, but I'm sorry if it's not. She emailed us. So this is her story.
Woohoo!
Sorry, I'm phlegmy still.
Oh
Okay.
my.
Hi. Sorry. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. I am 22 years old and knew for all my life I am donor conceived. I grew up with only my mother, no father figure ever. I live in the Netherlands and there are quite some scandals with doctors who use their own sperm. Most famously, the clinic of Jean Carbat, and I'm going to butcher this location. It's in Barendrecht, I think.
Hmm.
He has used his own sperm for almost 100 donor conceived persons and counting, even when he told their parents he was using the sperm of the partner of the mother. Also, multiple super donors who have donated for years are from the Netherlands. I don't know what a super donor is.
Maybe it's somebody that's
Conceived a lot of people,
like
maybe.
oh, maybe he has like good swimmers.
It makes me sound like they have been chosen a lot for being like donor,
Oh, they're cute with good swimmers.
maybe, or they're smart.
Hmm.
Um,
True.
I am too from the clinic of Carbot, but from a donor who donated in 2 clinics for around 20 years, which is a long fucking time.
Holy crap.
I met the donor through a service now backed by the Dutch government who helps young mothers, adopted children, and donor conceived ones. Luckily for me, he gave his own DNA to the service, and so was I. So I was matched in the end of 2017 to then 10 plus siblings. Now with that service, it's called FIAM, and some international databases, we are at 17 plus. We have one sibling in 23andMe, FTDNA, and MyHeritage. I recently sent my DNA to Ancestry and uploaded it to FTDNA and MyHeritage, but no new matches were found. I am happy to be alive with the help of the donor, but the one time I met him was enough. He was a bit weird. He is nice, but
Hmm.
his wife and legal son have trouble with the whole thing. Nevertheless, the siblings are super. I have been in contact with a few and seen some of them quite often. I really like your show and hope that my email gives you more insight in the situation in other countries. Kind regards, Sasha. This is fucking wild. Like I
Sounds
didn't.
like that one movie.
I know we're really gonna have to do some research into all this. Like, but it sucks that her donor's weird. But it seems like she's come to terms with it, which is okay. But I mean, like, she didn't have a father figure ever, so it might suck
Mm-hmm.
kind of that he was weird because maybe she was hoping for him not to
That's what.
be, or like
Yeah,
a little bit more of a
that's what I was gonna
relationship.
say. Maybe she got like some false hope going on, and then she's like, "Ah,
Yeah.
man."
But I mean, you really don't need a father figure. Like, I'm sure her mother did a great job. But yeah, I'm sure if it was me anyways, I probably would be like a little disappointed, especially with
Mm-hmm.
like his wife and son are having trouble with the whole thing. So they just don't even want to be a part of it, probably. Um, But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it sucks that he's weird, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe he's just being weird because of the situation. Like one like his donor kid wants to contact him and his wife and kid are like, "Oh, this is
Well,
creepy."
and she said they're at 17 plus siblings. So he's
Yeah.
probably overwhelmed and just, like one of our siblings just kind of had to draw a line somewhere
Mhm.
and is not about that right now.
Okay, but no offense. If she draws the line now, she met two of us. One girl I think she knows of, and then I'm her like first official one.
I know.
Why would you draw
Yeah.
the line there?
I wonder if she listens to this. She must
I don't
not
know.
because I've said multiple times like how I want to be a part of her life and
Mhm.
nothing's happened. But maybe she's just like, no, it's not happening. Sorry, bye. Like maybe she is listening and she's like, fuck you.
Are we weird
um,
though that we just want to contact all of them? I feel like
no, I
that's like
mean
a
I
normal
think
thing.
everything
It's
like this Sasha's contacted well knows of 17 plus siblings. Maybe she hasn't contacted them, but she
yeah.
says the siblings that she's contacted are super. So
Mhm.
I have been in contact with a few and see some of them. She sees some of them quite often. And the thing is, like,
Aw.
none of the siblings I think live near me anymore. Some of them are from here, but I don't think anyone lives around here anymore that I'm aware of. So, I mean, it'd be hard to see them. Like, it would be easier for me to drive to you than to drive to any of them, even though we're in the same country. It's a lot farther.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just don't get it. And the one that we both have talked to that used
Mhm.
to talk to us, I commented on one of her Instagram posts the other day. She ignored it. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know if maybe we should reach out again to her via like WhatsApp or something and see what's up. But I think maybe she's mad at us or just in denial.
I don't know.
Um, but yeah, I just like I
Mm.
can't believe. So this doctor or what is it? Yeah, this doctor that used his own sperm. Like it really is just like that
Mhm.
Netflix show, which we're gonna
Yeah.
just for a little sneak peek for next week. We are gonna talk about that one. So get ready
Yeah.
for that. But um, I don't understand how fucked in the head do you have to be to like donate, for lack of a better term,
Mhm.
inseminate 100 plus women.
Yeah.
I don't
Like
understand.
for what?
Yeah, why do you feel like your seed needs to be spread that much? There's first of all, there's enough kids in the world or people in the world.
Mhm.
Two, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like honestly, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's a lot of like health problems if those kids like meet up too.
Yeah, and also your sperm's
If
not
they
that
get
great.
together.
Your sperm is not great enough to have 100 kids. I'm sorry. No one
Yeah.
is that great. No one.
No.
You shouldn't have any kids. And the thing is, like, you have no responsibility for those children. So
Yeah.
you're basically like a deadbeat dad at that point.
It seems creepy that he would want to even do that.
It's
And then be
fucking
like, "Oh, I
weird,
yeah,
bro. It's so
that's
weird.
creepy."
And like the mental damage that you do to people.
Mhm.
Ugh, I'm disgusted.
Ah, have you seen that movie Delivery Man?
I don't know.
That's kind of the same thing. Like that guy
I don't think I've seen
has
it.
I don't know if it's with donors, but it's like a popular actor and then the kids are all grown up like our age
Mm-hmm.
and he goes around and like just kind of one guy works at like a coffee shop and then he'll like go in and like get coffee and just kind of like
What? I don't know this.
watch him.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, it's good.
Delivery
I
man.
watched it. I actually watched it a couple times before I even
Oh,
knew that
this is
I was
an
a
old movie. It's Vince Vaughn.
yeah. Oh yeah, that guy. It's really good though.
Far till 5:30. I've never heard of
I
this in my
watched
life.
it. Yeah, I watched it once before I knew of the sperm donor baby, and then once after.
Ah,
I
it's
don't know.
it's
Did you
based
do
on a true story.
sperm donation? What?
So it's
Oh, I didn't know
from
that.
it's it's on Disney. It looks like.
Oh.
Um, when did it come out? 2013. It
Mm-hmm.
says it says it's a charming little feel-good film by Ken Scott based on a true story of a sperm donor who wakes up to discover he has fathered 533 adorable kids. I'm watching that later.
Oh, it's good. We should react to that one a little bit too.
Weird. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, Vince Vaughn. Ugh, that's so weird. I don't like
It's
it.
not like a weird show though. It actually
Okay,
is like a nice.
that's
It's
good.
like a nice movie. Yeah.
That's like, what's that movie with Jennifer Aniston? Is it Jennifer Aniston? And
Mm.
fuck, what's his name? Is it Jennifer Aniston? Where her best friend is her sperm donor by accident?
Oh. I feel like I know what you're talking about.
The uh, sperm donor movie with Jennifer Aniston. Oh wait, I'm not on Google. Sperm donor movie with
How crazy that we
Jennifer.
probably watched, like, we obviously watched some of these, like, sperm donor movies back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I can
I used to
imagine my
love this
little kid
movie.
self. Oh, really?
It's called The Switch. It's on Disney as well.
I'll have to look. I can imagine my little kid self being like, Mom, what's a sperm donor? And her being
Yeah.
like, well,
Well, this
you
came
know.
out in 2010.
Oh, I
I
don't
wonder
know
if
if
I ever
I've.
watched it with my mom and if she was like, oh
I
my
know,
God.
right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it's got Jennifer
Creepy.
Aniston and Jason Bateman.
I'll have to watch that one. I don't know if I have.
Oh my God, what? It's also on Disney. Oh, no, sorry. It's on Prime.
Oh, okay. I have that.
I even like I have the DVD somewhere at my house. Like that's how much
Oh,
I liked
yeah.
that movie. Yeah,
Really? Oh,
yeah.
I should watch it.
I just love Jennifer Aniston.
So,
Yeah, you should
as you
watch
guys
it.
can tell, we are going to be watching a lot of movies this week.
Yeah,
A lot of relaxing time.
yeah.
Well, we currently have snow. If anybody forgot, I am from Minnesota, northern Minnesota, and we
And I
do have snow
and I
right
don't
now.
have snow.
Yeah. Fun fact, I am more northern than Carly is,
Mm-hmm,
which is weird.
mm-hmm.
It's okay. I like the snow.
I don't.
And
Sorry,
I know.
my
I was
brain just
just
like stopped for a second.
I was looking at your horns. For the listeners, Carly is a devil today, and
Mm-hmm.
I am wearing a giraffe onesie, and it's
Yep.
really hot because it's fleece. It's very, very hot.
These are like super close to falling off, I think, because they're just stuck on with. Man, they look so good.
They
Sorry.
look really good.
um, they're just stuck on with eyelash glue, but I went to Dollarama this morning, got some crafts, arts and crafts.
You thought that up this morning?
I didn't think it up. I found it on TikTok. But I
Well, still,
went to
you like,
Dollarama this
yeah.
morning at like
Wow.
9 a.m.
Mhm.
I went to Starbucks and got my massive coffee. And I was
Mhm.
like, let's do some arts and crafts, bitches. And I think I was done within like 45 minutes.
It looks
Mm-mm-mm.
good with
Mm.
your brown hair, because your hair, I
Thanks.
don't know if it's like the red, but your hair has like a little reddish tone to it today.
It's usually got in the sun. It's like
Mhm.
almost ginger.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I get
Oh,
like
it
nice
looks
little
nice.
gold flakes through it. It's
Oh
real
my
cute.
gosh, fun.
But I want to go blonde in the summer. This summer. We'll see.
Do it. Oh, we can match.
Okay.
Yes.
Um,
What else you got?
Nothing. I think that's it.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Oh, hmm.
Thank you so much for
Wow.
sending your story in, Sasha. I love listener stories.
Yes, please send more if
Yeah.
you listen and you have your own story, or if you know anybody who is donor conceived, you want to send them our way. We
Yeah.
love to listen to the stories. And if you also send in a story but don't want it read, you can just write that on there and we won't read your
Yeah,
story
yeah,
like on.
definitely. Because there are like we have people send in stories that they only want certain parts read on the podcast, so
Mm-hmm.
that's totally fine. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we have also gotten a couple messages from donors,
Mm-hmm.
and we do want to have donors come on. We still have to have Grant come on, and I think that would be a good first start before we have other donors come on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but thank you for reaching out. I think we got a message through email and through the Instagram. I just haven't had a chance to reply to them. But yeah, I think we definitely would be cool to have a donor on. We haven't had any
Yeah.
dudes. I mean, we've only had one guest because we need to get it together. But I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna feel a little bit more weird talking to a dude than to a girl. Um,
I think it'll be cool to ask them like questions though, because it'll be kind of like a different
yeah,
perspective
I
than
want like a
our
donor
stories.
conceived dude though. Like I want to
Mm-hmm.
talk to donors as well, but I want to talk to a donor conceived dude.
Oh, that, well, good luck.
I know. So if there's any donor
I know
conceived
one.
boys, isn't he like out? Isn't he in
Yeah,
the
my
army?
friend, I have a friend that they grew up one town over from me. They're twins, a boy and a girl, and he's in the army right now.
My friend David has
So,
a roommate that's donor conceived too. I think, but I could ask him. But he doesn't want anything to do with his siblings, so he might not want to come on.
mm,
But I could see maybe
yeah.
he'd want to.
It's so funny. The friends I have, it's the boy and the girl that are twins, so they grew up together. But they found all sisters, all donor sisters.
That's so weird.
Like they didn't find any other boys. Like he's the only boy.
That's because boys don't want to do it. They're just like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, I know. I think boys are just like,
They don't think about it. That's
yeah.
okay.
Eventually, I'm sure. Oh, do you want to tell them where they can find us and reach out if they have stories?
Yes, we are on TikTok, Instagram. Where else are we? No, are we on Facebook?
No.
YouTube. At Our Daddy's a Donor. And our
Mm-hmm.
email is ourdaddy'sadonor@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's it.
I
We're
think
on
so.
Spotify and Apple and Anchor.
Yes.
And I want to
And
get
go
on more.
watch.
Go
Oh,
watch our
right.
video.
Yeah. Go watch our video. It's on the YouTubes and the Facebooks and soon to be Snapchat. And I figured out that they post a new episode every 3 days. So maybe 3 days from now.
Okay.
And today's Monday. So by Wednesday,
Hopefully.
Thursday
Hopefully by
ish,
the
towards the
time
end of the week.
we film the next podcast, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I thought they were originally posting on Snapchat, but
Me
oh well.
too. That's okay. But
Yeah.
anyways, thanks so much for listening. Thanks
We love
for
you.
your listener stories.
Yeah.
And yeah, we love you.
We do. We appreciate you.
And you guys are the best.
Yeah.
Okay, count us down.
3, 2, 1. Bye.
Bye.